Okay, so Steven and Monica, they definitely had.
I'm just kidding.
That's funny. They definitely had a very interesting relationship. Prior to them actually breaking up because of the basically cheating, emotional cheating, as it's called nowadays. Did you see them making it? Okay.
Not saying that Monica is high maintenance. She just gives off
Right.
that air of being high maintenance in particular. And I don't know too many dudes that are like super into the whole kind of being nagged and bossed around, especially so soon in the relationship.
Right.
So no, I didn't think. He seemed like hypersexual and like
Yeah, because she kept saying how he was always poking her. Yeah.
hypersexual, goofy, a little more fun loving, a little more, which I think is great or good when adults have a little bit of, keep that childlike energy in there somewhere. We gotta keep a little vial of it for when we are acting a little too old, but when the stress hits. But so I think that was cool about him. I feel like if she allowed it and there's more time that had gone for them, he could have maybe rubbed off on her and she could have been a little bit more loose. Again, don't know none of these people personally to know if she is or isn't, but every time we see her, she seems very like serious.
Yeah. I think high maintenance is the hammer on the nail. She definitely gives off very, I need things to be done a certain way energy. And I think Steven is more of a fun-loving, more relaxed, more sexually,
Charged person.
Exactly. So, I think they were I thought they were going to make it in the pods. Even after they met, I didn't see, especially with him being, what was he, Nigerian?
So I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so like, especially with that little thing, like that was a cute kind of bond that they shared. And, she always talked him up, even when they were on vacation. She was talking him up to other people. So I thought as they got to know each other more, that's when you started to see the cracks and to see oh no, that's how he really is. Oh, that's how she really is. Which could just bring us to their ending. So it ended basically because he was at a sleep test texting another woman about sexual fetishes. And as he stated himself on the reunion, he only got he was talking about her about a heart condition. She changed the subject to sexual fetishes. He just went along with it. And because he doesn't have a lock on his phone, he didn't really think to delete the messages. It could be because obviously this is Love is Blind. This is a very new space to be in. So you aren't going to just start changing immediately because it's going to make you look guilty. So he was cool with just letting the messages be there. So he apologized profusely. He said, does it even matter?
He wrote a letter?
He wrote a letter. Then Monica got upset because he brought it up that he wrote the letter to her dad expressing his sorrow, and he only did it for clout. And his kind of defense was, they ain't that not gonna believe me either way, so what the fuck is the point of this? And I agreed. It was like, once again, I think the audience has to keep in mind this is a year removed from when you're currently seeing it. So these people had plenty of time to get over it, plenty of time to not have to reflect on it. These are all emotions that y'all brought back with putting it on social media and investigating everybody and things of that nature. So I think it's a real hard situation to be in when you're new to the limelight, you're new to the situation, you're new to this newfound fame. So even if it's only 15 minutes, even if you're forgot about a month or two from now, that month that it did happen is going to burn hot. And it's going to feel like you're on fire for that whole month. But anyway, moving on. So, once a cheater, always a cheater? Oh, thank you. Okay, so, no, I don't think so. I think that because like once a good girl, always a good girl. You know what I mean? Like I think that a cheater who has gotten over the cheating hump will not have a problem explaining to you why they were cheating in the first place. So I think if someone comes with honesty about them being a cheater, and they give you that reassurance of, you know, you can look at my phone whenever you feel uncomfortable. You can, you know, track my location. You can have pretty much 100% access to me whenever you need it, so you feel more reassured and more comforted. I think, yeah, they definitely wouldn't be looked at as a cheater anymore. They'd be looked at as somebody that grew out of that immature way. So yeah, I would definitely say no. That to answer that question is no. I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. What about yourself?
No, I believe people can change. I don't think cheating is like an addiction where the person will always have to fight, unless somehow they do have some type of cheating addiction, which seems like that would just be like compulsive lying or something. I don't know. Yeah. But otherwise, in a normal way, normal span, no, I think people can change. I think they brought up wondering if she felt it was like a red flag when he brought it up at the pods about him previously cheating. And she received it like, oh, thanks for letting me know, and having that open communication, like that's a plus. And now looking back, you know, did she feel like, oh, I think she said it was like a yellow flag or something. I think,
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think people can change. Obviously, I'm not sure how soon it was from his last relationship where that happened to them getting together. If enough time passed, if enough work had been done between those points, I don't know if that was even asked on her part to confirm this dude wasn't just trying to, you know, be suave and be like, yeah, I cheated before, I was a dirtbag. And it's like, wow, you're so honest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She inquired more about what he's done to, like, remove himself from that way of life. But I think he can improve. Yeah. Weird situation. I'm glad they had pictures of him at the sleep study. Yeah. Because that was a wild story to watch, just edited the way it was.
Yeah, because it said he was drunk at it too.
Drunk at the sleep study. And
texting like, her? I'm like, what? That just sounds highly impossible. Like, that does not sound like a logical story at all. I agree.
You shouldn't even be drunk at a sleep study, right? Like, you're supposed to be able to monitor you on a normal anyway. But, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
yeah.
So do some, damn, I can't even talk, shouldn't I hit that, blunt. All right, do some people only apologize because they got caught?
Of course.
Damn. So, can you still be remorseful if you got caught?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think so. Because if you, depending on how you were holding that secret or information anyway, you could have just felt so embarrassed or something, and that's why you didn't confess it or whatever. So when it comes out, like they find it out or someone else brings it out into the light, of course that person can still feel very, very bad because it's just like, I was trying to do everything else. It was just like, you know, sometimes like forming the words maybe it's just hard. Already feeling guilty about it and telling yourself, I'm never doing that again. I'm so mad at myself. And thinking that would be enough, you just move forward, you know, the right way. And then it comes out and it's like, now it looks like I lied, you know, or something like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
But I do think a lot of people, though, will, in a different context, I guess, will not apologize until they're figured out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
I agree. All right, cool.
Those people I feel like are more like trying to hold on to secret on purpose versus just feeling eaten up and ashamed by it, and it gets forced out that way versus they were just doing everything in their absolute power to make sure that never saw the light of day, and then someone did it and they just kind of were like, fuck, all right, take me in.
Okay. Cool.